This video will be covering how to set up your Fresh Projects account for the first time. So we'll be going over how to set up your overheads, how to add your job categories, and how to set up your employees. It may be useful to have your financial information with you when you're setting up your overhead, as the further back you go, the more accurate your ratio will be. Where the overhead ratio is worked out by dividing all your expenses divided by your technical salary expenses. And that would then provide a ratio of administration costs to your technical salary costs. So when you're doing your project planning, you would then have an estimated cost of your overheads. Where the default is 1.5, so we could change it to whatever we've worked out, and then click Save. Once you've done that, you can set your job categories, where your job categories can either be used as a generic resource. So if you're not sure who will be working on the project, you can use job category as a generic resource. And it's also assigned to each employee, so each employee will be tracked as a job category. So we'll enter the average cost rate for this job category, as well as the direct time ratio, where the direct time ratio is the percentage of time they spend on projects compared to non-project time, where the max is typically 0.9 or 90%, and that's because the direct time ratio takes into account time spent on admin as well as leave and things like that. So once we've created our job category, we can then save, and we can then create our employee. This information was then used to create a login for that particular employee, where they would use their email address to log in. The line manager is then the person responsible for approving any administration time or non-project time, as well as leave. So we then assign Ben Davies to our architectural role, and then we can enter his costs that are unique to him under the cost tab, where this would then be his total cost to company and include things like retirement funds and government levies. Then enter his utilization rate and set up his permissions, where you can choose between the 3 license roles to show and hide specific information, as well as toggle on and off what you can or what the employee can and cannot access. Once you've done that, you can click Save. This will then create that employee's profile. You would then click Create Login, and that will create their login. Then you can send them click Password Reset, and that would then send them their password to log in. If you have any questions or if you get stuck, please click on the Support tab, and you can send us a message directly from here.